Confederate monuments should be removed by Chaniya McCoy. The Civil War was just the beginning of what was about to take place for African Americans in the oncoming years. Confederate monuments have always been symbols of white supremacy. The Head Dev Monument building between 1890 and 1920 was also a time of extreme racial violence,
it didn't
as
mean that
Southern
they were
whites
going
pushed
to
back
have
against
equal
what little
rights.
progress had been made by African Americans
After the
in
Civil
the decades
War,
after
you
the
had
Civil War.
formerly enslaved
As
Americans
monuments
that
went up,
were
so did the bodies
just
of
really
black
set
men,
out to
women,
fend
and
on their
children
own. They had been
during a long
separated
rash
from
of
their
lynching.
families. They didn't have jobs for the most part. They did not know how to read and write. African Americans had to begin to work hard just to become citizens of this country.
They needed to be educated, they needed to be given health care, and most importantly, they needed jobs. And what skills did they have for the jobs that might be there?
My name is Fountain Hughes. My grandfather belonged to Thomas Jefferson, and now I am 101 years old.
They are voices that break a silence.
We were slaves. We belonged to people. They sell us like they sell horses and cows.
So why should blacks support the
it
idea of
stops when we
monuments
have
if they weren't
the
treated such
time
as
to heal,
citizens?
Heather, and we mourn Heather's family, and we mourn for the pain that we're all experiencing. But at the end of the day, the conversations we need to have regarding race is a conversation that we keep on delaying. And I think there is no room for Nazis in my America. There is no room for white supremacists in my America. And I think, and I proudly say that, and I believe my president.
400 to 500 white men carrying tiki torches down an American street. And what that invoked for the African American community took us back to the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s, where these tiki torches were fire-lit torches that led to crosses in black people's front yards, led to the bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham. These invokes fears for African Americans, right? When you see swastikas in the streets of American cities, this invokes fears for Jewish Americans. And so when the president goes out there, this is not when he's the commander-in-chief. This is when he becomes the consoler-in-chief, and he missed that mark yesterday, bigly, in his words. And I'm not sure.
The statues, whether they should come down, I would leave it up to the individuals. But I do think that they are insulting to people, just as you would you want to see a statue of Hitler as a Jewish
No, I totally
person?
understand your point of view. The
would
point
you want
is
to go
that you have
to,
a point of
which
view,
I made
right?
earlier, would you want to go to, and listen, we shouldn't pretend that there's this fake objectivity. Everyone has a point of view. It doesn't mean that you're biased. And so, but just to get people to understand, as a Jewish person, you would not want to go to a Hitler high school. Well, that same effect, African Americans, that has the same effect. Robert E. Lee has the same effect on African Americans. And so, and also the Confederate flag. And so I think we have to be understanding of each other. It's not that I don't like the president or have an agenda.
Make sure I sin get spent hiring some teachers that don't look like them. And the curriculum be tricking them dollars I spend. Got us learning about the heroes with the whitest of skin. One thing about the men that's controlling the pen that write history, they always seem to white out their sins. Maybe we'll never see a black man in the White House again.